Hello guys, today we are going to be playing Industrialist. So let's get started and create a new world. I've thought of a good name for the world. Ironvale, Ironvale Industries. Tell me what you think about this in the comments, but I think it's quite a good world. So let's click play, and yeah, so for this world I am going to do the tutorial just because I can get a new fresh start to the game. Let's build that and that. Select the short pipe. I am going to get back to you once I finish the tutorial. So yeah, you'll see me again in 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, so I'm back. Yeah, I finished the tutorial and I'm earning money and research points. First thing I'm going to research in the research panel is electric furnace and molding after I get 50 research points. So I'm just going to let this setup run for a bit, and yeah, I'm also going to place a time tracker and yeah, so as soon as I get $1,000 and 50 research points, got the 50 research points, now all I'm going to do is like wait for about 100 more bucks, and then I will build the copper thing. So actually I think it's fine. I'm just gonna start building that. So what we want for it is to start by building these copper drills. So let's build these here. I am going to build one. I'm actually going to build two and two sets of them. So now we want an electric furnace. I'm going to have each copper drill output into each of these inputs. So let's have that there. And then from that we want the ingot molder. So I'll have an ingot molder there and an ingot molder there. Now I just need to connect all of this up from pipes, and yeah, so let's connect that, and let's have this one there. Let's switch between the variants, going there and this like that. I'm just gonna check all of the piping is alright, and it is. Oh, actually I cannot do this since there's an output from the ingot molder there. So yeah, my bad. I'm going to just delete all of this and these. And then I'm going to get the fluid pipe junction, delete this, build the fluid pipe junction, put that right there, switch into the corner, get the straight pipe, check all the piping's fine, and then build the ingot molder just like that. Double check the piping, so let me just do that, and then let me build some pipes around here. So I think what we need is straight pipes along here and then corner pipes there. Yes, I think that's good. And then if I turn into straight pipe and corner pipes there, corner pipe there. Check all of the piping. One sec. Check all of the piping, and yes, that's fine. All we need to do now is build a truck depot. Right there. And we are done. Just pipe this up. And there we go. Oh yeah, we need some electricity. For electricity, what I'm going to do is I'm going to research the coal generator. What that'll do is now, instead of selling this coal, what we're going to do is output that into this coal generator, and then that will give us electricity basically. So let's have that there. Let's delete this and that, and let's go build this so that we can have that there, like so. And let's delete that with a short pipe going through there. So that's basically the coal part of the coal generator done. Now all I need to do is research the water pump. So if I go into research, go into production and research the water pump, what I can do now is select the water pump and hook this in through here by just going into the short fluid pipe, putting one there, and putting the corner there. Now I just need to give it some energy. For that, I'm going to get the hand crank, and I'm going to wire the coal generator into the LV pole, the hand crank into the LV pole. I think, is that in the LV pole? Or no, I think that's, yeah, the hand crank I accidentally did to the coal generator, to the coal drill. I'm just going to do that to the LV pole. Select it there, connect it to the base. Oh, sorry guys. Yes, there we go. Now if I just turn the hand crank, it will slowly oh wait, let me just wire the LV pole into the water pump. Now if I turn the hand crank, it will give electricity to the LV pole, and that will power the water pump and the coal drills so that they can produce the things for the coal generator, and then the coal generator will give electricity to the LV poles, and then it will just power itself, producing power. I know that might be a bit complicated, but you will understand it soon. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a few more solar panels. So I'm going to have one here, and I'm just going to wire these into the LV pole, just so that I can have a little bit of extra power. Now that should be producing about 7 kms. I don't know, that's almost always got 7 units. That's not got enough water for some reason. got enough power, but maybe I think the pipe. No, the pipe is alright. What's going on? Okay, that will slowly probably get given off. Hope for the best. Now what I can do is I can wire the LV pole into another LV pole right here, which will then power all of this area. So into the copper drills and the electric furnace and the ingot molder. Let me just double check all of the pipes. Yes, I think we're good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a couple more coal generators. If I can. I don't think I can yet. I need more electricity. I need more money. I just need to see if it's... yeah. So we're getting copper ingots. We're selling copper ingots. And that's basically our first production line done. Also, I am going to check. I don't think these guys are getting enough electricity, because hopefully it should fully always be 3 kmf, but I don't have enough money to power them more. So I'm just going to go AFK for like 5-10 minutes and I will get back to you. So yeah. So while I was gone, I did some work over here, removed this coal generator and built 2 better ones. While I was gone for about 20 minutes. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to build 1 more of these. I probably can't actually. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to take this power, connect it to this production line, and I'm going to create a new production line. So for that we need to take an LV pole and place it in range of these 2 LV poles. Wire both of these. So wire this one first to here to give this pole all of the power coming from there. There we go. Now what I can do is build a pole in the middle to source power to this copper ingot production line. And just like that we have got more power and this is working again. While I was gone I also researched some wind turbines and pollution. And the bigger research, I researched iron extracting. So now we can create production lines with iron. So yes, let me go into placement, and this is a tier 2. So if I go into iron drill, I'm going to place this next to the copper production line. 1 sec, let me just turn this music down a bit. There we go. Let me just get this iron drill, build 1 there and 1 there. Oh, I don't have enough cash, so let's just jump around for a bit till we get some cash. I've got 172 research points, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to research the press, and I'm going to research silos and tanks so that I can research small item storage. Then in a bit I can research small fluid storage. So as soon as the money rolls in, I will get back to you. back. So I made about 2.3k while I was offline. I also did some research. So yeah, I think I'm ready to start making the iron production. So I'm gonna start by building one more iron drill. Actually, two more. And then I'm also going to build an electric furnace like I did for the copper, but this time it's just gonna have two iron drills going to one output. You'll see what I mean. So if I just straight connect that, and if I go into build, pipe turn, and have it straight, and a junction right there, and a turn right there, turn there, and two straights there. Just check the pipes. Yep. Now here we need to build an ingot molder. Just like that. And I'm also gonna go into recipes and see what sells for the most. So we can sell an iron ingot, that's 65 bucks. Raw iron, $5. Iron plate, $70. Iron coil, 43. So we want to be selling an iron plate squared, actually. It will take a lot longer, but I think it's worth it if we have multiple production lines, because one of them is worth 295, so almost 300 bucks. And if we're selling 10 of them, that's $3,000, like every 3 minutes, 5 minutes. So I think that's good. So we need to be, so right now we need, hang on, let me just see. If I go into recipes and go iron plate, that comes from a press from the iron ingot. And then if I go into here and then press again, okay. So if we get the press and place a press there and a press there, hang on, if we place a press there and we go into pipes, and pipe that. If I delete that, get the press, there you go, and place that next to it, I can go into placement, get the pipe turn, and have that like that. Let me just check all of the pipes. Yes, that is fine. Nice. And what I need now is a fluid pipe junction there, and a corner there, and a straight pipe there. Check that. Nice. Now I do want to research the, hang on, one sec. Never mind. I'm just going to get a truck depot right there. Get the short pipe, and place that there. Check all of the pipes. I think that's good. Now if I get an LV pole right here, and then I can get an LV pole there. Perfect. Actually, I need one more to go there. Let's wire this to that, that to that, that to that, and have all of these connections. I am going to build some more coal generators, because this is not going to be enough electricity. Because if I look right there, yeah, 0.47, 0.3. So I'm just going to build some more coal generators, and I'll see you once they're done. Okay, so I made 2 more coal generators, as you just saw. Now, as you can see, I will make like about 3.5k-ish every time this truck goes, because of how expensive iron plate squared is. And my side income is obviously these copper ingots, because these take ages to make. Not a single round has been delivered yet, and I've only made 3 units so far. It's been like 10 minutes-ish. Our factory has been here for 60 minutes now, so that's not bad. Our research is really slowing down, so I need to get the second research station as quickly as I can. It's 750 research points. If I don't manage to make that many research points, I am cooked. What I am going to do is I'm going to build 2 more of these research stations, because I hope that I can make more research points with these. So let me just place these solar panels down, and let's hook these up. Okay, now these guys should be researching. Yes, 1.2 research points per second, so that's not bad. I just need to wait until I can get 750 research points. And whilst we're waiting for that, I want to see what other production lines I can make. Here I'm making iron plate squared, and here I'm making copper ingots. I want to see if we can make copper ingot squared. So if I go into copper, no, we can't make copper plate squares. I meant copper plate squared, not copper ingot squared. So I think that is it for today's video. I will see you again in the next episode, in which we'll research the second research station with the 750 research points. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, bye.